All right, listen up. Tanner Boyle.
We know what the lines are for. What do you think we are, retarded or something?
Mike Engelberg.
I have to eat all the time to keep my metabolism up.
Timmy Lupus.
Emma Lagasse says bam.
Prim Lahiri.
I did do some simple flowcharting and data analysis.
Let's see, Toby, what? Oh, why would I know you're here?
You better keep your mid oiled, because he's been coming over a lot to check mine.
Matthew Hooper.
You crazy? I can't go out there. I'm in a wheelchair.
The hell? Garo Dira Gaga Bregadegian.
My dad thinks baseball's stupid. Says I should just worry about school and work.
Ahmad Abdul Rahim.
Mr. Buttermaker, I don't think we have what it takes.
Aguilar. Miguel and Jose.
Tú y yo nada más son dos niños. Si ellos no pueden jugar.
Vamos a ganar eso.
Okay, let's hit the field.
When you're casting an ensemble, to me the big challenge is just to find very distinct kids. I didn't want them to be like you wouldn't know the differences between them. I wanted you to feel like you knew every kid on the team. And, you know, it's getting distinct little personalities.
You got a future, Lupus.
Oh, hijo de su puta madre.
That's the tooth fairy, you homo.
Up your cornhole, Tanner.
The process of casting a movie like Bad News Bears is such a huge undertaking. Richard Linklater wanted to have it done in basically 7 weeks so he could get the kids into baseball camp.
Oh, what are you doing, Buttermaker?
When you're first starting out, you're getting flavors. You're trying to get faces and people that you go, okay, that's what I'm looking for, and then have the director say, yes, Joseph, that's what we're looking for. Richard Linklater is known for bringing out performances from inexperienced actors. He's discovered, some of the best actors around. He has that eye too. I bring him to the table, and then,
one more like that.
Rick was like, that's it. I can work with this.
The big challenge in casting the kids, to me, was finding Amanda and Kelly Leak, the two that can really play ball.
Ain't you ever heard of throws like a girl? No, I never heard that. Get him it, fat ass.
He wanted that Amanda character to play ball. He didn't want just a pretty Hollywood girl in it. She had to play ball so it was natural, it was second nature.
I met a lot of, interesting young actresses who, they seemed pretty good, but then I'd say, okay, just throw a ball at the camera, an imaginary ball, do a wind-up and a pitch, and it was just kind of like, it's like, I can't teach you to do that in 3 weeks.
You might want to back up a little bit, Boilermaker.
Oh yeah, why is that?
I got a rocket launcher.
These actors had never acted before. I mean, in the role of Amanda, Sammy, this was her first thing.
Well, since it was the first audition that I've ever been on, it was so nerve-wracking I almost crapped my pants. God, that is so lame. Reverse psychology. You're such a loser. You must have had a big one, because I don't know what else my mom saw in you. They wouldn't have cast me if they didn't think that I couldn't do it. So obviously they saw something, and acting doesn't come that hard to me, because I feel like I feel like I'm kind of a natural at it. I'm not a little girl anymore. I had my period, all right?
Do you want me to have a stroke or something?
Sammy's like a real pitcher, a real 12-year-old kid, and I think she's great in the movie.
Is that all you got?
Jeffrey Davies is, I did an open call in Orlando, Florida.
The first audition I went to ever in my life, and I kind of just went because my mom forced me.
The role of Kelly, you gotta fall in love with him, but he's not a model. He's a little offbeat.
Listen, old man.
Hey, listen to me. Nobody wants you around here, all right?
You think people like Senior Nuts? I just showed up, and then they told me to come back in like an hour, memorize the lines. I came back in, did the lines. Can you use that thing? Is that just where you keep your Pokemon stickers? I left, went home for a week. I was just normal life, didn't tell anybody about it because I was like, well, I'm not gonna get it, so who cares? It's a 1 in a million chance.
I got so excited about him that I went to his mother and I was like, I can't tell you, this is what I wait for. This is the moment. This is what you do the work for. He was the guy.
What the hell's wrong with you guys?
We don't want to play no more.
We took a vote. We're disbanding the team.
These kids weren't smooth. They weren't like, you know, it's not your typical Hollywood movie. You know, we're looking for the outsider.
I thought you wanted to play baseball.
Hell no. Why would I want to play baseball? I'm a goddamn paraplegic.
Troy Gentile walks in, first audition, this roly-poly, he's like, I'm gonna be in this movie. And I was like, okay, that's great. Love that kind of spirit.
To make people feel guilty, it's what I do, and it's the only power I have.
He has the spirit of what the Bad News Bears is about.
My dad says the only people who put ketchup on hot dogs are mental patients and Texans.
Timmy Dieters is the professional of all the Bad News Bears. And he came in, he had experience, he hit his mark, he had the look and the energy. He was fantastic. And from then on, it was hard to see other Tanners, you know, because Timmy Dieters was Tanner.
My dad's not from here. He thinks baseball's stupid. He said if I played, I'd just embarrass myself.
Jeffrey, who plays Garo, I had read a lot of kids for that scene, and he hit that right on the head because he didn't have to be a great baseball player. That's when the acting was like forefront.
All right, Tubby.
Ow! Son of a bitch!
Shake it off.
Brandon was the second audition that I saw. I was like, that's the funniest looking boy I know. That boy makes me laugh just looking at him.
Here we go again. Picking on the fat kid. There's laws against this, you know.
It's like, you can't help but laugh when you look at him.
You shut up before I tell someone you touched my pecker.
No hablamos inglés. Nuestro padre dijo que podríamos jugar béisbol aquí. Yo quisiera jugar a la tercera base y a mi hermano.
You can save it, son. I don't understand that until you say it, okay?
Emmanuel and Carlos, it's the funniest thing, the way that they look at each other and the way they interact. And it was just a home run.
¿Qué es eso? Yo no sé. Yo tampoco, yo no lo estoy haciendo.
There's a Mennonite anecdote about a simple farmhand who lifted a calf every morning until one day he found himself able to lift a cow.
Aman, who plays Prim, never done a movie. This is your first experience. Welcome to Hollywood.
Yo, bro, what up?
Nothing much. Just ready to play some baseball.
Okay.
Casey Harris, who plays Aman. The scene, Casey's supposed to say, like what? Like this nigga's gonna kick your lily white ass. He gets to that, and he goes, no. I'm so sorry, I can't be here. I don't believe in saying that word. I'm not comfortable with that. I was raised differently, and you're just like, how great a family he must have.
Nobody ever stood up for me before.
Yeah? Maybe if you weren't such a spaz all the time, I wouldn't have to.
That role of Lupus had to be the odd man out. Lupus is a quiet one. So in the casting process of it, you could forget about him.
No one's ever stood up for me before.
He did such a good job of reading just so simple and so heartfelt, and that was the character.
Mr. Buttermaker?
What do you say, Whitewood?
What are you doing here?
Ridge had that face, and his reading was like spot on. Ridge read 3 parts, and he was great in all of them. This is great about this movie is that the joy for us is then these kids go and they work on other things. You know, one of the other kids are doing a pilot that he's a lead of. And, you know, so they're out there working, and that's great.
The Yankees! You can take your crappy trophies and shove them right up your asses. Nice. See you next year, bitches!
I think they're a fun group of kids. I mean, they were kind of crazy as a group, but they were very, very distinct, each and every one of them.